feel like it's ages since we had a monster crack at the start.
Welcome back to the Lionstone podcast, everyone. I am your host, Patrick, and today I am joined again by my co-host, Matthew.
In 4 different angles.
4 different angles.
We've leveled up the podcast game.
So you can see me here, you can see me here, and you can see...
You can see your hand if you point out straight on this. There you go.
There.
Yeah, and I'm up there.
Sick.
It does look a lot better. I reckon having the new angles for our listeners who listen via watching.
Listen with their eyes.
Listen with their eyeballs. They'll benefit from the different jumps. So, no, welcome back to the podcast. It's I didn't think we were going to film one this week.
No, neither did I, until I came up with these ideas and I wanted to try them out.
You wanted to test them out, so this is just a testy podcast.
Because what's today? Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. We normally film yesterday.
Yeah, because we filmed on Friday last week, and I accidentally put the wrong episode up last night.
What'd you put up last night?
I put up Bree's last week's episode.
So you double uploaded?
Yeah. So someone messaged me, and they're like, oh, this is the same episode as last week. I'm like, it can't be because I recorded on Friday.
What? Whoa.
So what I'd done is whenever you upload a video to YouTube, when you click upload again, it opens the last folder that you had open.
Right.
And me being half asleep, I just that's the podcast that we did. Just double clicked and uploaded it. So the real one's actually uploading now.
Well, there you go. Fair enough. I didn't think we were going to do one. I'll have to admit, Athletic Greens let me down. Last Friday when we recorded the podcast, I started to get a bit of a dry nose, and it maybe wasn't during the podcast, it was after it. And I thought it's because I just had back-to-back caffeine. Turns out it wasn't. Had a head cold, still a bit nasally, but fuck, man, nothing like a head cold to test your mental capacity. When I get sick, I get so fucking down. I hate being sick.
Yeah.
Like, on Monday, I was like, oh, how am I going to get through it all? I'm more like, how am I going to get through it?
It's a bit like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
No.
But
I haven't been sick in a while. I was sick the other week.
You were sick last week.
Yeah, no, maybe the week before.
No, it was literally...
Was it?
Oh, no, it was the week before.
Week before?
Yeah, I reckon I got it off you.
I was only sick for a couple of days, but...
Yeah, that was me too. It was like a 5-day turnaround. That's not too bad. I remember when I was a kid, like, I would get a cold and I'd be sick for like 3 weeks.
I'd ham up being sick.
Yeah, put some mayo on it.
So I'd get out of school for longer.
Yeah, so I still had to go to school. But I remember like waking up and like, even when I, like working jobs in like, when I was working at supermarkets and stuff, when I was sick for like 2 weeks. And I think it was because I couldn't take time off. Like, when I get sick now, I'm like, cool, I can make sure I get 12 hours of sleep. I can drink 3 liters of water, like consistently, or just as much water as I can. I can rest. I can not stress, and I can like just chill and be at home. Whereas in the past, I would have had to like get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to work, deal with customers, all that kind of stuff. And I'm very privileged that that's the case, and I think that's why I'm also more health adverse now as well. Like I do take the supplements, the Athletic Greens, the vitamin D.
You don't eat like shit anymore.
I don't eat like a fucking asshole either.
Yeah,
that's a big part of it. But actually putting time into rest and not training as well. That was a big one for me. Like,
you still go to the gym?
No, not training. Like,
just at all.
Yeah, not training at all. Like I took time off. I was like, one, I don't want to get other people sick. I'm real conscious of that now since the big C. Is not getting other people sick in general. Like, it just creates such a big impact. So
it does.
When it comes to training, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go to the gym. I actually had a client of mine who said to me this morning, she was like, I think I'm getting a head cold, but I kind of think I still want to go to the gym. I was like, don't. Not for the sake of you. Like, you're not going to miss out on progress. You're not going to lose anything. For the people around you, if you have a head cold, it is always highly contagious, head colds. They are. Just no way around it. Don't go to the gym. Don't be that guy. Like, if you, or that girl, if you have a setup at home, train. Fantastic. Go for a walk. Do something like that. Do not go to the gym and fucking cough and splutter over everything. Yeah. Because how much more of an asshole do you need to be for the other people around you? Yeah. Like, your individual goals aren't that important for you to get everyone else sick.
Yeah. I was sick here. I don't know how long ago it was. It was a while ago now. But when was it? We all went out for lunch, and I was like, I'm sick. I had a few days off, and I didn't come in because I was sick. Yeah. And then maybe we had a big meeting, and I came in, and everyone's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then everyone got sick, and I was like, oh, why did you fucking come into the office?
I remember that. Why'd you come into the office, you bastard?
Yeah.
But I think that's important one is learning when to rest. So at the end of the day, we all are human, and we are vulnerable to getting sick, some more than others. But when your body is telling you like when the biomarkers are going off that you need to slow down, it's probably a good time to slow down. And like, I know this is controversial and people are like, no, I train through it, do this, do that. I'm like, okay, are you an athlete? Are you fucking Rocky Balboa?
Yeah.
Are you? And like, if you are, then keep going. I don't give a fuck. But for the most people, training when you're sick is a bad idea. Resting, good idea.
Yeah. Recovery.
But it doesn't mean that you just throw everything out the window.
Yeah.
So like when I get sick, I try and maintain my food, which I did through this period of getting sick. And I haven't been sick in a long while. Maintain my food, stay on my macros, try and get some steps in, like get some kind of steppage going on. But man, it's been fucking windy.
Yeah, it's been pretty miserable in Melbourne.
Miserable in Melbourne. Even like I was walking down the beach at Williamstown and I had to hold on to my hat. I had to hold on to my hat. Dogs are going nuts. They're loving it. Yeah. And I'm just like, fucking hate myself.
Yeah. I see. I'm a little bit different. I'm better now, but when I get sick, food goes out the window.
Does it?
Yeah.
You just eat whatever you want.
Comfort food.
Eat like an asshole.
Yeah. I Uber Eats, whatever it might be, and then.
Do you want to know the only reason I think I didn't eat like an asshole?
Why?
This time? Because I've been eating Muscle Chefs. Like I've been ordering my food because it was there. It was ready.
Yeah.
And literally, it was easier for me to hit 3 minutes on the microwave than to order Uber Eats.
Yeah. See,
Yep, not for me.
Yeah, I have all my food prepped, but there are days where I like, fuck, I'd rather a pizza.
Oh no shit! Every day I feel like I'd rather a pizza.
Oh no, I don't mind I'm pretty simple
pizza,
with my
bro.
food. It's pretty straightforward. There's nothing like too outrageous in there. If it takes more than 5 minutes to cook, I won't cook it.
See, the Muscle Chefs are actually tasty. Like I eat the same ones: the crumb chicken and the chicken burrito bowl.
Yeah,
I eat the same ones. Emily gets all these different ones. She loves them, and I'm like, bro, I just want the same ones because the crumb chicken's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. It tastes good, so I'm like, I want to eat it.
It tastes good. That's true. That's true. I used to get Food for Fitness, I think it was called.
Yeah,
they're like they're not as, I don't think they're as big as Muscle Chef because Muscle Chef you can get in like servos and stuff, right? Yeah, they're not as big as Muscle Chef, but
Safeway, Woolies.
They're I don't know if Muscle Chef allows you to do custom macros, but these are the guys that let you just you pick and choose how much you want.
Are they local?
No, these ones are in Queensland, I think.
Oh, okay.
But they might have like a distribution thing down here, but they you pick the amount of like chicken you want, rice you want, potato you want, whatever to get mix your macros in, and then they send you those. But they're just like it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah, what do you pay for something like that?
I think I was paying $250 a week, $300 a week
for how many meals?
14 meals.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
So like, what's that, like $12 a meal?
Nah,
more than that.
Way more than that.
Quick math.
300. Maybe let's say 250 divided by 14. $17 a meal.
Yeah, so almost $20 a meal.
Yeah.
Better off going to fucking Guzman and getting a burrito bowl.
Yeah, they tasted good though, and that was when I was like sticking to my food the most because it was really fucking good.
I was listening to Hormozy the other day. If you don't know who Alex Hormozy is, he is
You're living under a rock.
You're living under a fucking rock. But he is an entrepreneur, owns a bunch of different companies, started off as a gym owner, and is fucking yoked.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how during his grind days,
I think I've heard this.
He talked about how he would just eat Chipotle, Panda Express, or Chick-fil-A. And he would eat it twice a day, and it worked out to be the same amount if you meal prep food. Now, he does say, as a caveat, he's like, micronutrients aside, he's like, I was going for protein numbers, and I was going for calories, because I wanted to be jacked and have a six-pack.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, in Australia, it's a little bit different to do that kind of thing, because it's cost of living, I think, is actually higher for food.
Like, it's way higher.
It's way higher. So like if you go and spend $15 at Guzman, you're only going to get a small handful of chicken and like a heap of rice and beans.
Yep.
Like they're pretty stiff when it comes to that kind of stuff. But if you're making it work within your calorie goals, and it led into the second part of this, which I'm going to go through what he went through because it was really good actually. If you can make that work with your goals, then you'll still achieve a physique result. You may not be that like your gut health may not be the best, or your micronutrient, and you might be deficient in shit, and like take a multivitamin. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if your goals are 100% physique based, you can do that kind of shit. You can eat Guzman twice a day, so long as it's under your calorie targets. I'm definitely not recommending it, but it can be done. And that's like taking away the stigma a little bit of like fast food is bad food. It's not. It's just bad food for like bad choices for the certain person.
Yeah.
And the the thing that he was talking about was he was breaking down his $100 million diet. Good YouTube clickbait title. In the sense of, okay, basically working out how much protein do I need to grow? So like 2.2 grams per pound of body weight. I think that's what he went off. So it's like anywhere from between 1.8 to 2.2. So roughly, if you're 100 kilos, a good rough estimate is double it and a little bit more. So like 220 grams. Making sure he hits that. And then depending on his goal, maintenance, deficit or surplus, he would just eat the calories after that. So he would account for a little bit extra in the fat of chicken and protein. So he would, instead of tracking chicken as 4 calories per gram, he would just do 5 to accommodate for the fat. And it's roughly right. And then say, for example, he gets 1,000 calories of protein in. And then if he's eating 2,200, the 1,200 rest can be divvied up between fats and carbs.
Right.
So that's how he's lived his life. And it actually does work because it's not a diet. Like you just fit in whatever you want within that.
Yeah.
And you can't really fall off the bandwagon unless you binge eat. And that's is what it is. So that's actually a good way. If you're struggling to count fats and carbs and worried about the split and you just want to take that away, just focus on the protein. Focus on the protein and then the rest of it will eventually sort itself out.
Yeah, I have clients at Range Diet. They just focus on hitting X protein and then falling between X, Y calories.
Yeah, I used to do that with Reese as well. Like especially when I came off my first big cut. Well, not big, like second one. I was struggling with like grammage and all that kind of stuff. And he was just like, just Range Diet. Just do in between 2 certain things. See how you go. I was like, okay, cool. What I found better for me is like using the palm method. So like a fistful of protein, a palm full of carbs and a thumb full of fat for a meal, for a ranged meal. So like a couple 100 grams of meat, like 50 grams of carbs.
I don't know how accurate that is.
It's consistent. It's not accurate.
I suppose, yeah.
So it's like you're consistently tracking against one thing.
Yeah, fair.
It's not necessarily accurate, but if you are looking for just consistency and like seeing how your body does, because if you think about it, if you're tracking based off that for every meal and you're like, oh, okay, my weight went up, so I'm going to go a slightly smaller palm size of carbs.
Yeah.
You drop it down.
But even then, like a palm size of carbs, for no matter what you're eating, is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Like how much pasta is that?
Oh, dry.
That's fuck all.
If you put like, you put a little mound in there, but if you put dry rice in there, you'd be surprised. It'd be like 50 grams.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not how much you can hold in your fucking palm. If you can hold it, you can eat it. If you can't hold it, you can't eat it. No more massive cheese wheels for you. But yeah, there's just different ways to approach it. But fuck that. Christmas is coming up soon.
Yeah. Have we done an episode about handling Christmas?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But just a quick recap. Enjoy
it. Don't feel like you need to track. If you want to track, go for it. Don't beat yourself up though if you don't. I'm not going to track.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But we just spoke about if you just want to track your protein and then whatever the rest, get your protein in, ham, whatever.
Yeah,
fucking oysters.
What else? Roast chicken.
Yum. Don't eat the skin. Oh nah, eat the skin.
Eat the skin.
Fuck yeah.
Eat the skin.
Do you like stuffing?
Yeah, if it's there, I'll eat it, but I won't just get
Pretty fuck concept. Pretty fuck concept. We'll just get some fucking herbs and spices and some bread and shove it up this chicken's asshole. So I can shove it up his asshole and then just eat it later.
Yeah.
Yummy.
No,
Tastes delicious though.
Because like even though we've got a photo shoot in how many weeks now?
January.
6 weeks.
What day?
5 weeks. It's the 20th. So it's about give or take 5 weeks away.
Do you reckon we can push it back a bit?
I think it's already booked in. I'm about 4 kilos down, 4.5 kilos down.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got about another 4 to lose, maybe a little bit more. So I'll be pretty intense these next few weeks, and then I'm going to Bali in March, May. What's first, May or March?
March.
January, February, March. Yeah, I'm going in March.
Fuck yeah. So you want to be Leany McGee for the first half of next year?
Yeah, 2 weeks in Bali. So I'll be dieting after the photo shoot too.
So the photo shoot's in 6 weeks. Let's put up a case study that's definitely not me. So there's a photo shoot in 6 weeks. Let's just say you're roughly weighing it at 101.5 kilos, and you want it to be, respectably. You sit around, you look okay at 95-ish.
Yep.
Would you be able to do 6 kilos in?
Well, I've done 4 in 3.
4 kilos in 3.
4.5 in 3, maybe 3.5 weeks.
Was that early stages of a diet or later stages of a dieting phase?
Trying
to account for like footer?
Oh, it would have been. I've only been dieting for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Well, I think it's 3 weeks, maybe 4. But last week with a bunch of shit going on was a bit of a write off. So consistently 3. I dropped about 4.5.
Yeah. So let's look at aggressive fat loss for like a topic. So say for example, 6 weeks. What could you aggressively diet down to? Now, if you're not someone who can track their calories, if you're not someone who would respond well to an aggressive fat loss phase, do not do this.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Nor am I a nutritionist. I'm just a gym bro with a fucking love for training.
Yeah, fair. So don't take this all with a grain of salt. Aggressively? Oh, fuck, it depends. You could lose a fucking shitload of weight in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to die? Do you want to live? Like, I've done some pretty aggressive. Both Reese and I have done some pretty aggressive deficits. Like, I'm at 2-1.
Yeah.
At about 86.
Yeah, I'm on less than that.
Yeah, you're on less than that. Yeah, but how consistent?
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so for me in the last couple of weeks, like Monday to Friday, consistency. 18 to 1900 calories most days. Maybe like, actually probably like realistically 2-1 because I track 18 to 19, but I have one of those little boost chockies every day.
Yeah, right.
They're like 250 calories. They're delicious. I'm addicted to them. If they ever get rid of those little boost layers, I'm going to be so upset.
Are they the ones in the favorites boxes and stuff?
No. They're like these little, I'm going to call it a boost brick.
Yeah, right.
Had one before I came here. They're just like, they're about this tall, about this wide, and they're about $1. They're always $1.
Yeah, right.
And they're just like 230 calories or something. So yeah, I'm probably on like 2,000. But Saturdays and Sundays, I kind of just like go off calories, and I'm like, okay, I'll eat whatever kind of I really want, and then just try and make it around that 2,000.
So you're not going to be lean for the photo shoot?
Not if something changes. Not unless something changes. But all right, so story time.
Go for it.
The time that I actually lost a bunch of fucking weight, like 30, 40 kilos, was I read David Goggins' first book, right? And it inspired me to join the military, which I never ended up doing. Military? Army.
Military is
military. The
broad term.
Fucked if I know. I never joined. It got me it gave me the kick up the ass that I needed. And if you haven't read David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, I definitely recommend it. Good book. To everyone. His new book that I'm reading as well.
He's got a new one out.
Yeah. Just came out like last week.
Is that the one with him running on the front cover?
Yes. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Fantastic book, man.
Is it similar to Can't Hurt Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Fantastic.
I'll listen to that too.
I've been listening to it the last couple of days. The first book was the catalyst for change that I needed, was my flipper switch back to train 2 days, 2 times a day. I was doing 4 a.m. wake up in the gym at 5. So I would do stair climber for 40 minutes into the swimming pool, like at the gym that I had, and do like 30 laps because I could barely fucking swim. Fucking 15 laps to start with, not 30. And then I'd sit in the sauna for a bit because I thought the sauna burnt calories back then when,
Yeah.
It was like a psychological thing. It's like, oh, you're sweating.
Yeah.
It's not the case. And then I'd go to work. I'd eat fuck all. I probably ate like 1,500 calories a day for 3 months straight. Lost my libido. And then would go back and train weights in the evening and be fucking flat as shit.
Yep.
But I lost a lot of fucking weight. And that was the catalyst for change I needed. And listening to his book again now, his new one, I'm like, man, I'm a different person now, but there is so much more that I could be doing. And it just reminds me that I'm probably, I 100% have gotten soft over the last couple of years. And when I say soft, I don't mean like I'm a soft person, like I don't know, like a pushover.
Yeah.
I mean like the way that my self-talk is soft. Like I'm very forgiving, and I'm like,
yourself.
Sorry?
You baby yourself.
I baby myself. And I'm like, it's okay. Like it's hard. It's this, that, and the other. And whilst I think self-care is important and being like accepting, like when I was saying like I was sick, I need to take some time off. Whilst that's important, I think if you're completely able, completely healthy, and like nothing fucked up is happening, and you're telling yourself, oh, it's okay, you can go tomorrow, like that's soft.
Yeah.
And for me, that's soft. And I know I've got so much more in the tank. So like I'm reading this book again and I can feel it. I feel like this burning switch is about to flip again. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck can I do?
Did you buy the physical copy of the book?
Fuck no. No, because in between the chapters, he does a mini podcast with the guy who narrates it.
Oh, so
It's
did
fantastic.
Did he do that in the first audiobook too?
Kind of, but it goes into more now. Like you get,
cool.
like he talks about the chapter that was.
Yeah, right.
And like, man, I just finished reading like these last few chapters have been going over Moab, which is a race in Utah through the mountains. It's 240-mile race, which is 384 kilometers.
Yeah, right.
That's almost the span of Victoria.
Yeah.
In 65 hours or something like that. Oh no, 110 hours. I'm fucking with you. 110 hours you've got to run it through. I won't spoil it. I won't talk about the actual race that he ran because that will ruin it.
What we can do next week? I'll buy the book, we'll read it, then we'll talk about it next week.
I'll be in Queensland. Oh, no, I'll be back. I can do a Boxing Day podcast. Can I do a Boxing Day podcast?
Well, this comes out next Wednesday.
Yeah. And then if we do a Boxing Day podcast on the Monday, then it can come out on the Wednesday.
Sure.
Wait, are you going to work the public holiday?
I don't know.
We can do it Tuesday.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we can do the Wednesday, really. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, read the book. It's fantastic.
I'll read it.
But yeah, like I can feel that Bruin switch again, where I'm just like, I can flip this switch and go nuts because my life now looks very different to what it did before.
Yeah.
And I have this like lingering thing in my head that I hate running and then I suck at running. Right. And I just like, because when I started training for the army, I started running, even though I fucking hated it. I just did it anyway. And I'm like, maybe I need to start running again.
Do it.
Fuck that. I need to buy shoes.
Yeah.
I don't have running shoes.
I'm not interested in running. I used to run as well, but
did you? Oh, yeah, you started your journey
on the treadmill. That's how I lost my first like 5 or 6 kilos by running. But yeah, back to the aggressive fat loss stuff.
Yeah, no. So, like, let's map that out. So, say for example, 101 kilos, 6 weeks. If I came to you and was like, Pat, I want to
conservatively, I'd say like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just pull calories, push steps up. It's pretty simple. It's like it's unhealthy, yes, but sometimes when it comes to coaching, I do it very, very select with certain people. Typically someone that I've just started with, I probably won't do it with. Someone that's been with me for a while, like I'm going to Bali in 4 weeks. Like, cool, okay, we're going to pull calories pretty aggressively. We're going to push steps up, and we're probably going to add in some cardio.
What would the difference be to someone who's been with you for a while that you say yes to this and say no to it?
Well, someone that's been with me for a while, I know what they can handle, and I know what they can tolerate, and I know, like, I kind of know what their work ethic is like. So if they're brand new and I've had one consult with them, like
probably not the best.
I'm not going to know how you're going to respond. So it's going to be like trial and error. Obviously, if I pull calories low enough that you're going to lose weight regardless, but there's a threshold of where I won't go below.
What's that for men and what's that for women? So like 100 kilo man and a 65 kilo woman.
Probably I would rate like for men, like maybe like if you're not doing comp prep, maybe like 1800 is the lowest I would put someone.
Yeah.
But that's only for a very short time.
Yeah.
I've been lower.
Yeah.
But again, it was for like a week. And then there was a refeed straight after. So for women, 1400.
Yeah.
Anything below that, I think, is unless you're like a 55 kilo woman, but
it's a different story.
But even at 55 kilos, you probably shouldn't be losing weight.
Yeah, you should probably be gaining weight.
It's like fat loss is not fat loss might be your goal at that point, but weight loss should not be your goal if you're below 55 kilos.
I think this is fucked from like years of conditioning of people thinking 1200 calories is acceptable.
Do you know who still does that? You know the big good, not the fucking big good. I was going to say Good Life. The biggest loser trainer, Shannon Ponton.
Oh, the dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still bangs on about how the 1200 calorie diet's the way to go. And he's like, that's someone that's done their Cert 3 and 4 and then just rested on their laurels and never actually done the education.
Yeah.
Shit pisses me off. It's like Commando and Michelle Bridges. And
yeah.
He was never in the army, I don't think.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
I think he Oh, no, Shannon wasn't, but the Commando was.
Positive?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he had to. Surely you couldn't just run that stigma.
Yeah.
Not the stigma, run that character.
Commando's
just grew up in Point Cook. He's not actually a commando.
I could be lying. Sorry, I could be talking out my ass. If you're listening to this, Mr. Commando, then
we know that all those major fitness influencers do listen to the podcast. So like,
that's it. Was Commando Steve in the army? I feel like I read this somewhere. This could be total horseshit. Oh no, I lie. Commando Steve, I apologize. No, he was. He joined the army when he left school.
How long was he in there for?
He left in 2004, so probably he was special forces over the next decade. Served in the special forces.
Australian special forces is nothing to be sneezed at. They're fucking killers.
No, I apologize, Mr. Steve. I read something wrong. You seem like a lovely man. Please don't beat the shit out of me. But Shannon, no, I'd fuck him up in a fight.
Realistically, I think I could take on most men. Pat over here, 5'8", ready to fucking throw hands.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's interesting with the output though, decreasing calories, increasing steps, introducing cardio. You could be surprised how much of a deficit you can actually create through.
Well, it's consistency.
Yeah.
Most people will be like, oh, I'm going to do this big shred, and then they're going to follow this 1,600 calorie diet. They follow it for like fucking 3 days of the week, and then, oh, it doesn't work. Nothing works.
Oh, it's Thursday. Time for a beer.
Yeah. Time for an unneeded refeed because you don't
You're hungry.
But yeah, even me at 2,001, like, I'm not that hungry. I could theoretically go lower.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know why I'm not hungry. I'm just not hungry. But I'm doing cardio 7 days a week, an hour a session, plus 5 days of weight training.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Plus 14K steps outside of cardio. Like, that's fucking excessive.
That's a lot.
But it's what needs to be. It's what needs
That's
to be
a
done.
fucking lot. You fucking got yourself down to net 0 calories.
Yeah. So like first week, really, really good. I think this may be the second. Maybe this is only the third week of doing it. I'll have to go back and check my check-in. But last week, sick shit going on, fucking right off. But this week,
have you done your cardio today?
No, I'm doing it after this.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna do my cardio. I've done 2 sessions so far this week of weight training. So cardio will get back as of today.
I've done none.
But yeah, it's excessive. I don't recommend it, but it's what needed to be done in order to get ready for a photo shoot. I wouldn't just do this for the fucking fun of it. Because an hour of cardio on a cross trainer is pretty miserable.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
You should, like, the first day Reese and I did it, he lasted about 3 minutes. And
why is he not here today?
He's on a plane.
Yeah, he's flying it actually.
Yeah, he's
got his pilot license.
the plane's flying on the front nose like that.
We've got nose diving. No, that's me.
They've pushed all the passengers to the back of the plane to balance everything out.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. We've got load in the front. I think all the suitcases have rolled to the front. Sir, can you please go to the back of the plane? Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't do what I'm doing for fun because it's like the cardio side of things. Like the first fucking session, I don't know what, I've never had runner's high before, but ask Reese when you see him next. I was loving it.
It's something there.
Yeah. I was just like shirt off, fat as fuck, angry, just
Bam,
that's what I felt like. But
yeah.
The way I'm getting through the sessions is Chris Bumstead's videos go for like anywhere from 29 to 31 minutes.
Savage.
Yeah, and my sessions are 30 minutes each, so I just put one of those
cardio
videos
session.
on.
Yeah.
So I do 2 a day. Sometimes I'll do the full hour, but I like to split it up because
I liked it better when you were watching anime.
I still am.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Brie and I are watching, is it Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
We're on the 3rd episode of that. I'm on season 4 of...
Man, Demon Slayer gets so good after like season 2. Like season 1's fantastic, but season 2, season 3, you like... They had $100,000 budget per episode for the animation.
Jesus. That's why it looks so good.
Man, it's like fucking 6K.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real good. I noticed that compared to like Attack on Titan.
Yes.
I am up to season 4 of Attack on Titan, and I'm up to the bit where they just find out it's the bit where they're talking about Reiner and
Reiner. Are you watching in English or Japanese?
English.
Fuck you.
I'm not sitting there reading shit. They
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Did I send you that meme? No. I was trying to find it to send it to you. Yeah. But I'm up to the bit where they're talking about the people outside of the wall and the big war that they had. And where Reiner gets, like, where they're on top of the fort on top of the hill, throwing the things down at the boats in the water, and Reiner gets shot.
Yes.
That's the last thing I saw.
Oh, wait, so they're at the port now?
No. After that, it's where they're finding, like, all the candidates there fighting that armored train.
Yes.
And they're trying to figure out who's going to get the next, like, the power from the armored titan.
Yeah.
I never liked anime. But I would recommend everyone watch this because it's so fucking good.
It's so good. It's peak fiction. Like the actual storytelling in it is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can keep up, watching it in English is easier to keep up. But if you can like get past the fact that it's a cartoon, like the actual story in it is really fantastic.
Really good.
I fuck with it. And talk about unrealistic expectations of bodies. I want to look like fucking Rhino, bro. Fucking armored. Oh, we just gave away massive spoilers. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah. You could look like the Colossal Titan.
Fucking cool.
Reese looks like the Beast Titan. Arms down by his knees.
I look more like the fucking the just standard Titan.
There's something about that that's really unnerving.
Have you noticed the Titans actually look like famous people?
Do they?
Yeah. So one of the Titans looks like Better Call Saul. So the director of Attack on Titan, or the artist, like modeled some of the Titans off humans, like actual people. So there's a Better Call Saul Titan. It's pretty cool.
Funny. There's something about them, like what is it, the Unusuals? Is that what they're called? When they just start, it's what, I
don't know what they call it in English, but
yeah, the Abnormals.
Abnormals, there you go.
Yeah, when they start running and their arms just flail behind them, there's something really unsettling about that.
And if you don't like it, fuck you on the... Nah, that's not my ending. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, I'm really sorry, but you listened this far, so you must have enjoyed something. Maybe listen to it to feel good about yourself. I don't know what it is. But for that, is this the right button?
Yeah, find out. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.